Hey, wanna know how did a sushi restaurant make millions of dollars for this vicious drug lord? Was it really sushi that was sold there? Where is that restaurant? You will find out all of this and much more as the video covers a variety of other topics. So stay with us until the very end. Before that, hi and welcome to True Crime, a channel dedicated to the dark underworld of criminal activity carried out by gangsters, mobsters, cartel leaders, and others. Let's get started. The El Mencho start. Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, typically referred to by his allies El Mencho, was born on either July 17, 1966 or July 17, 1964. He was born into a poor family and forced to grow avocados for a living and drop out of primary school before coming to the United States illegally in the 1980s. He is a well-known Mexican drug lord and the head of the cjng, which is based in Jalisco. Due to his accomplishments, he is the most wanted man in Mexico and one of the most wanted criminals in the United States. His aggressiveness and leadership, as well as the sensational acts of violence against both rival criminal groups and Mexican security forces alike, are the main reasons behind his notoriety. He was deported to Mexico in the early 1990s after being arrested several times. He worked for the Millennial Cartel and eventually rose to the top of the criminal organization and founded the cjng after several of his bosses were arrested or killed. He gained power due to the assaults he committed on his rivals and other violent behavior. The security forces are currently conducting a thorough manhunt, and they believe that he is currently hiding in the rural areas of Jalisco, Michoacan, Nayarit, and Colima. He is believed to have been protected by mercenaries with prior military experience. In February 2022, locals heard rumors that El Mencho had passed away in a private hospital in Guadalajara. The mysterious past of El Mencho may explain why it is so difficult to locate him, but that is about all it reveals. El Mencho appears to have far better discipline than Chapo. El Chapo Light, according to Bodner, leads a glamorous lifestyle filled with drinks, excellent restaurants, automobiles, and women. El Mencho is happy to avoid such things, exercise, eat healthily, and avoid being noticed. His reported fondness of cockfighting, one of his few known vices, has earned him the nickname the Lord of the Roosters. The Empire and the Blood Money. The now-defunct former office of the Attorney General of the Republic claimed in 2017 that the cjng had secured numerous assets totaling more than 160 million pesos, or about $8 million. Among the items stolen from El Mencho partners and their families were hotels, cars, diamonds, exotic animals, and more than 34 homes. Among the items, the PGRCs were 3 expensive items. Up until the year 2021, there are 3 vehicles valued at 1.3 million pesos each: a 2011 Porsche Panamera Turbo, a 2013 Land Rover Range Rover pickup truck, and a 2015 Cadillac Escalade 4x4 truck. Images obtained by the federal authorities show a BMW motorcycle and some vehicles with the Lamborghini and Porsche namesakes. The Italian vehicle seized on the farms is a Lamborghini Huracan model. Despite being the most readily available in their markets, its value in Mexico is close to 4 million pesos. The FGR promised to place 21 luxury vehicles and 3 Zevapan and Jalisco properties. There is also a Porsche whose value on the Mexican market can reach up to 2 million pesos, along with one of these yellow cars and one of these white cars that appeared to be inside the houses. The motorcycle seems to be a BMW M1000RR. Aside from that, analysts estimate the price to be around 1 million pesos, given that the ordinary S1000RR in Mexico costs 342,300 pesos, and the high-performance model used in the HP4 race costs 1.75 million pesos, even if the price has not been made publicly available. El Mencho Ruben, also known as Seguero Gonzalez, was apprehended in Zapopan's affluent Loma Blanca neighborhood. He is the son of El Mencho and a businessman, entrepreneur, and athlete. Like former Mexican professional golfer Lorene Ochoa Reyes calls this apartment complex home. According to the DIA, Armento was believed to have made over $1 billion from illegal activity. According to reports, Joaquin Guzman Loera, the head of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, came in second to him. His fortune was estimated by Forbes to be worth $1 billion in 2009. The opulent rural retreats that El Mencho has been able to create show the true potential of his wealth. People stop by these rural homes and drug ranches to unwind and gather unique objects, expensive stuff, and exotic animals. Agro Cervantes alias El Mencho used to be able to live a more carefree life and occasionally visit cities to enjoy the wealth that was amassed illegally. But now that he is one of the most wanted cartel kingpins by both the Mexican and American governments, he is forced to hide out in various remote locations. Before moving further, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Kenzo Sushi Restaurant. Take a look at what seems to be a typical business as I explain it to you. The Jalisco Nueva Generation Cartel has made a name for itself as one of the most formidable criminal organizations to operate in Mexico throughout its history. However, like any other criminal organization, the cjng has used other kinds of businesses to carry out its operations outside the law for a while, keeping them off the radar of Mexican and American law enforcement agencies. The U.S. Department of Justice, however, decided to focus on Jessica Johanna Oseguera Gonzalez, the daughter of the also known as Lord of the Roosters. As a result of the cartel of the four letters' undeniable rise to power over the years under the leadership of Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, La Negra, as the daughter of El Mencho is known, was named by U.S. officials as the person in charge of entering into actual and fake corporations whose business it is to provide money laundering services to the Jalisco Nueva Generation Cartel. As a result, the restaurant Kenzo Sushi, which is based in Guadalajara, Jalisco, and offers an inventive take on Asian cuisine, distinguished itself among the businesses owned by Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes' daughter as the most successful business in the car wash network. Of the four-letter poster, the companies headed by Jessica Oseguera Gonzalez were legally founded and registered in the Public Registry of Property and the Commerce of the state of Jalisco, but they were singled out by the Office of Foreign Assets Control in 2015 for being a part of the criminal network of the Jalisco Nueva Generación. According to reports from U.S. security agencies, these companies shared the traits of moving millions of pesos and engaging in financial activities devoid of any kind of logic. Despite this, numerous investigations suggested that the Kenzo Sushi Lounge restaurant was running for at least until 2021 in the capital of Jalisco, where it provided takeout services for a minimum cost of 200 to 300 pesos. La Negra was apprehended in Washington and entered a guilty plea to the accusations leveled against her after being shown to be the person in charge of running the aforementioned enterprises connected to the Jalisco Nueva Generation Cartel. The sushi restaurant that helped the formidable cartel of the four letters launder its money earned almost $1.5 million between 2015 and 2018, according to information from the Union Jalisco media. Throughout the trial, the defense attorneys for Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes' daughter denied the accuracy of the figure and argued that the Department of Justice had incorrectly estimated the establishment's income by adding the balance of bank accounts, monthly tax reports, and accounting records, which had artificially inflated the final sum. Jessica Oseguera, however, was accused of replacing the Mizu Sushi restaurant with Kenzo's, and to do so, she budgeted a sizable quantity of money to set up shop at its new address in a Guadalajara shopping center, where it is still open today. A warrant for Jessica Johanna Oseguera's arrest was issued on February 13, 2020, due to her involvement in 5 businesses that the Office of Foreign Assets Control had identified as supporting and continuing to be under the control of the illegal enterprise run by her father. To be clear, the way the restaurant was run did not fit under the scope of what we recognize as a legal business, regardless of whether it was making that much money or not. El Mencho also received some money from the restaurant. Thank you for watching another amazing video from our true crime team. Like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned to our next real-life true crime video.